This is a quick operation video of the 2002 ALLTRACK AT-30HD. This is a compact two-track vehicle, in this case equipped with a EMS service body on it. Just going to give you a quick idea of how to operate this machine and safety precautions you should take into account. So at the start of each shift, you should always, of course, do a quick walk around of the vehicle. Things you want to inspect is track condition. Make sure you don't have any ripped track, belting, or broken bars, tire guides. Broken tire guide can cause premature wear in tires. One thing you always got to keep an eye on is track tension. Track tension, you don't want the tracks too tight, but you don't want them too loose either. Too loose, they can possibly pop off. If you run them too tight, you're just wearing out your sprockets and tires and tracks faster than required. So kind of see how they're hanging down there on one side, just a little bit. That's about what you want. You want to be able to lift them off the tires. If they're totally taut, they're too tight. Just go around the whole machine. Pay attention to sprockets, make sure they're tight. You don't see any damage on any wheels or tires, tracks. Check hydraulic oil level. It's right here on the side. This is the fuel filler. Of course, this runs on diesel. So this machine is equipped with mechanical gauges showing RPM, charge pressure for the left and right hydrostatic loops, twin hydraulic levers to operate, as well as standard instrumentation for oil pressure, oil temp, volts, fuel level, and of course water temp. This is the park brake release here. They're released when it is pulled, and they're engaged when it's pressed in. You can drive against the brake in this unit, so if you find you're trying to drive and it's not going anywhere, that's the first place to start. This is your throttle for the unit. Forward, of course, is faster, back is slower. You got headlight switch, wiper, fan, high speed, low speed. You want to operate the machine typically in low speed unless you're on a wide open flat road where you can go faster, in which case you can flick it over to high speed. That shifts the motors into a lower ratio. Go, of course, quite a bit faster. Left and right heaters. They're, I believe, both 2-speed heaters, as well as a defroster fan. Up on top here is your plow control. So up, down, left, right. This light up here indicates if you have low charge pressure, which is this gauge here. If you have it to the center position, it will beep because it's not reading either left or right. To start the unit up, you have to be sitting in the seat with, of course, the park brake engaged. I hear it beeps here until the unit starts. Once charge pressure builds, it'll shut off. So to operate the machine, you want to speed it up to about 1500 RPM. Release the brake. You can drive these with just one hand or two hands, depending on what your comfort level is. Steady pressure is all that's required to drive these. The further you press it, the faster the unit will go. Unit will counter steer as well, but that should be avoided because that typically will cause premature wear on tracks and increase your possibility of ever popping them off. that's about it. As far as checking oil level and stuff, it's just underneath the cover here. I believe the dipstick is there on that side, actually sticking up right there. You should check that every day, of course, as well before operation. On the other side there is a fuel filter as well as a water separator. That should be checked as well. Aside from that, standard safety procedures for operating heavy equipment, and you should have a good time. All right, thanks a lot.